the camera storage ran out of space and it cut off. So I'm going to continue here part 2, which I'm going to try to wrap up real quick here. But basically, through a series of events, it's like things are all interlinked. You know, it has to do with, I don't know if you recall, I had been complaining about Spherion has shifted ownership. And so they hadn't been calling me for the work, you know, like at the stadium or at the Kennedy Space Center, which were okay work, but temporary and manual stuff, you know, like as a porter or food service or whatever, which was interesting and stuff. You know, it's nice to be able to do all those kind of jobs. But the problem with those jobs is they were paying like the bill as far as trying to get child support and stuff. And, you know, my repairs and things like that up to an extent for the vehicle and buying things to try to keep the YouTube channel going with more content and hopefully interesting content. But the problem is they weren't earning enough. And that's what a lot of viewers may not really understand is that if you have student loan debt that they garnish from your wages and from your tax return and child support, which some people must think I never pay child support. I actually do, am normally very consistent with my child support until I lose work. You know, like when I lose work and don't work for 3 months, 6 months, sometimes it takes to get rehired, I fall behind into arrears. I dig into my reserve savings and use that to keep paying child support. But as soon as I hit two months with the payments behind, or no, 1 month, now 2 months with the payment, maybe 3 months with the payments behind, that's when they begin the license suspension issue. And that's why you see that recurring, because the work hasn't been like super consistent until now recently. And this is the reason the YouTube became so important that people do not understand unless they've actually watched all the videos and listened to me ramble on and on because it explains everything. YouTube is now earning enough that it's covering child support, okay? It's not covering much else, but it is covering child support. Now, what's the significance of that? Well, the significance of that is I can pay the child support and not have to deal with the court system suspending my license. The only other issue is to increase that amount, you know, so that I actually have enough to live off, which is what we're working on right now. And some people may not believe in it or understand the reason for me diversifying and going out in all these different directions. You might have noticed the Teespring merchandise popping up. That's because YouTube has suggested it. I don't know if they suggest it to all the channels or the monetized channels. I know they keep pushing it at me on my console when I log on as a YouTuber. And basically, they give you hints on different ways you can try to make money off their platform, either directly, which is advertising, or indirectly through partnerships and stuff with like Teespring. I don't know if YouTube gets a cut of it. I'm pretty sure they do because, you know, it appears as an ad, which they probably charge Teespring for advertising. And then Teespring gets a good deal because instead of just selling stuff to an individual, you know, just making one sale, they are targeting YouTubers who may have an audience. You know, I don't know if there's a minimum threshold that they're looking for, but they can sell more than one t-shirt or more than one mug. They could sell a whole bunch, you know. And viewers also, I guess, benefit from it in the sense that they can be helping the YouTuber that, you know, that they enjoy watching by supporting that channel by purchasing the merchandise. But they also have a little piece of something that they know was created by, you know, the YouTuber himself or herself. And they can take it along with them, like the t-shirt or the mugs or whatever. And there may be some more other items that are coming out. For me, on my end, doesn't really cost anything to put those items out other than, you know, the design time that it took and then learning how to upload it and work with the Teespring software, which is like online, trying to set all that up. And then doing videos where I actually mention it. And I'll be spending some of my money to order, because I have to order it too. They don't just give it to me for free. I have to order it from Teespring. So I'll be ordering that from Teespring. and doing giveaways with those items. So look forward to those. Now, back to YouTube and what's going on this end. The channel has been growing because I've been doing all sorts of tests. These 3 years have not been just wasted. I know some people laugh and they say, well, like especially like on the Facebook group, like somebody commented and saying that I guess they don't think I'm actually earning enough on YouTube. But what they don't realize is it's been growing. It started from 0. It grows very slow, which it has been. And we're on year 3. I don't think we're even earning minimum wage yet, to be honest. But the potential is there. It can grow, and some of you are like, well, but it's not growing fast enough. You need money. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm looking for other work. But it took me, anyone who's been watching, anyone who has tried to start a YouTube channel, I'm sure you can appreciate what it took to get to this stage. To get to this point where it's actually earning enough that I'm covering child support without really worrying about it. And from time to time, I even, CNET truck just went, oh, that's ENET, not CNET. From time to time, I actually even have a little bit of extra income so I can take myself out and treat myself to a nice meal, a nice Chinese meal somewhere. But the channel is growing, and it's growing thanks to viewers like you. Thanks to supporters who are watching the videos, who are making sure to comment and share your knowledge. I know a lot of you are a lot smarter than me when it comes to like van repair or automotive repair or even life in general. We have an age range on this group from people in their 20s up to people in their 80s. I don't even know if we have a 90-year-old. I think in their 80s. Yeah, this is like quite a diverse group. Most people, I would say, probably in their 30s to their 50s, or in their mid 50s, are about the average age of this group. So we're an older audience, and because of that, I put a lot of things out there, and I do read your comments and try to take the comments that are applicable. And, I do try to read almost all the comments if I have time. Sometimes I get overwhelmed. There's too many things going on, too many comments and stuff. But I do try to read them and take them into perspective and see if they can be applied. I will leave them up there for other people to see, because I think that's the power of a channel like this, in these videos, is that it's not doctored, it's not tailored. This isn't a channel that says, well, gee, today we're going to make a video on this topic and we're going to set it like this, I'm going to do this, and just show you that glossed over view. This channel has always been about truth, about how things really are. And some stuff may make me look bad, and I understand that. I could have chose not to show it, but I show it because it's life, and it's what I did and what I do. And there's been a lot of different topics, but one that seems to really have set people off, and you could hear them mention it and stuff, and I'm like, well, it's my life, and it had been money that I had set aside over a period of 1.5 years, and I had already bought. What I'm talking about is like my honeymoon, which is really, nobody's business except for the parts that I broadcast that I care to share with viewers. But I wanted to go on my honeymoon, and it took like a whole year to even go on the honeymoon. When we got married, we didn't go on the honeymoon. We saved for a year. And what I did, because of the way wage garnishments and stuff work, the state can actually freeze, I think they call levy. They can levy all your accounts and take all the money out. That means any money that you have anywhere, on any bank accounts or anything, they can actually take. And, if you don't have it somewhere else, or if you haven't spent it, they can get it from you. From what I understand, even cops could get money from you in your van. If you have money sitting there, they could seize it. So, not for the state and stuff, but they could, for whatever reason, they could come up with a reason. But long story short, that honeymoon had been planned from the time we got married to the time we actually went. And how I did it, was I booked rooms in advance. I booked rooms when I was still working and had some money, and I did pay the child support and had it caught up. I didn't set aside for reserve because it wouldn't really make much difference. The price of the honeymoon was probably the price of about 2 months with payments. But the child support payments, they actually don't pay back, in the sense that when I give the money to the court, it just goes away. Whereas the YouTube videos that I produce with them on the honeymoon, they actually brought some money back. And I think that's what people aren't understanding, or they choose not to understand, even though I've explained it over and over. I could do a video about me going into the Dollar Tree and buying this for $1, and this video will probably make about $10 to $20. Yeah, that's how crazy it is. It's weird once you get monetized on YouTube, so it is kind of encouragement for those of you who are smaller channels struggling right now, which, believe me, I know, I've been there. Once you hit that threshold and get monetized, anything you do, even if it doesn't generate a lot of money or revenue, it does generate some. So when I go out to eat, or even that video that people were just commenting on, me buying the Chinese food at the, the takeout, the $6 takeout, that video I estimate will probably make about $15 to $20 to even $100. Isn't that crazy? It doesn't make it like this though. See, it's over the lifetime of the video. When it depends on whether or not people decide to view it, and if they watch it and watch the ads. And basically that's how I'm surviving right now. I'm producing a lot of content, which a lot of people say, it seems like it's crappy content, but those who have been following along actually know this. It might seem like crappy content because those people like the glossy, oh, this is my really nice van, and I insulated it like this, and this is perfect, and this is my really beautiful whatever, and we're here at the scenic location, and there's music and all sorts of stuff. My videos aren't like that because this is reality. So, oh man, I got a call coming in which I have to take. So I'm going to let you guys go for now. So until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Please stay safe, and remember, be nice to one another. Bye-bye now.